Hey, 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 hey. How is everybody going? I hope everybody's doing great on all aspects mentally, physically, financially, and more importantly, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? I really wish that everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, being blessed by the grace of God. You dig what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, I'm saying I'm keep on doing me like I'm supposed to. You dig? Okay, so I wanted to touch on a particular topic today. A situation that has been going on for the past few years, actually. But I think some recent events have actually um, made this situation uh, get a little bit worse or more viral, let's say, than it was the past years. Sorry, I'm being bothered by a bee. Yeah. So, um, and we're going to talk about the whole Black Americans versus African immigrant situation. You know what I'm saying? I know that many of y'all have heard about it. You know what I'm saying? It's been pretty talked about on the internet, on social media, on different platforms. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, a lot of people have expressed their feelings, their opinions. They have provided us with their stances and stuff like that. So I felt like that was pretty decent for me to do the same. You know what I'm saying? It's only fair. You know what I mean? Because I only talk about things that that I'm interested in. That really I'm not talking about things that everybody's talking about, but sometimes with a topic, what I'm saying, sparks my interest. I have to share my opinion. What I'm saying, my humble opinion. It is. And for those who don't like it, y'all don't like it. Y'all just move on. They don't listen to it. They don't watch it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So basically, um, there has been a call from the Black American community or the foundational Black American community to boycott African businesses starting on August 1st. But I think some people have already started the process already. So the call coming from the Black American community to boycott African businesses stems from a sentiment of a sentiment of disrespect coming from African immigrants. You know what I mean? Uh, so basically, Black Americans are quite. A lot of Black Americans have expressed their discontent about the way Black African immigrants, and others, treat them, but especially Black Africans. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, most Black African businesses, which is hair salon, restaurants, or grocery stores, but it's more restaurants and food spots. You know what I mean, and stuff like that, are basically located in Black American neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Because the white folks ain't trying to deal with those type of businesses, not yet. Like not on a massive scale. You know what I mean? So when you in a neighborhood, Black American neighborhood, you're going to set up shop. You want to set up an African food like an African restaurant, so where you can provide customers with traditional African food and stuff like that. Of course, there's some kind of I would say relation there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many things that we can actually find in both foods. Black American food and Black African food. I'm not saying that it's totally the exact same. That's not true. But Black Americans are more likely. You know what I mean? Not only, but are more likely. You know what I'm saying, to appreciate like African food. Or therefore, they are more likely to have Black African, restaurants and other businesses, hair salons in their communities. You know what I'm saying? So the boycott has been a call for the boycott of African businesses has has been spread and has been made. You know what I mean? Starting August 1st. Now, some Africans, on different platforms, have expressed, their frustration and they like the upsetting about that to a point that some came across quite aggressively. Some African chick, some African sister. By the way, I'm African myself, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to be biased because, to be honest, you know what I'm saying, I see every black person on this earth as someone that is related to me, one way or another, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not this naive black person that is running around the world thinking like, yo, it's all sweet with everybody. It's not all sweet with everybody. It's not all sweet with every black person you come across. You know what I'm saying? For different reasons. You know what I mean? Some people just don't want to mess with you like that. They stick to their tribe. You know, even though they come from the same country. Some others, you know what I'm saying, only stick with people that from their region or whatever the case may be, or their religion. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, everybody's going to do them. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I'm concerned, I've been raised like that. I've been raised by parents, by uncles, and you know what I'm saying, aunties and stuff. Even though, you know what I'm saying, reality is different than the way I've been raised, you know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying, I'm more inclined to share ideas and to display attitude, behavior of unity and brotherhood than division and conflict. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, an African chick came out, you know what I'm saying, talking about, black Americans are not trying to go to war. They don't want to go to war with Africans, with 54 countries and stuff like that. I was like, girl, first of all, don't even try to speak in the names of all of us Africans. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we're not trying to go to war with black Americans. If anything, black Americans and other black people should be the least ones we should go to war with. You know what I'm saying? If we have to go to war with anyone. You dig what I'm saying? So when you talk about 54 countries on the continent of Africa, we're not even united as Africans on the continent. We're not even united on the continent or outside the continent. We're not. You have people from Togo over there, people from Ghana over there, people from Nigeria over there, people from within one African countries, we have our different issues. I'm not saying that we all evil. I'm not saying that we every time we find ourselves, together, we start killing each other and destroying each other, whatnot. This is what I'm saying, but I'm saying that we're not united as a global African community on a continent for you to even talking about we 54 countries. You don't want to go to war with us, girl. Please, you know what I'm saying. And she was sitting on the couch while she was saying that. You know what I'm saying, girl, sit down. But you already sat down. But now you need to shut up. You need to shut up. You know what I'm saying. You need to sit down and shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking all kind of nonsense right now. 54 countries in Africa. You don't want to go to war with Africans, girl. You know what I'm saying? We have other issues in Africa to deal with than trying to threat black Americans, a boycott or black Americans. You know what I'm saying? I would say feelings or disappointment with us. You know what I'm saying? And speak for yourself. If you wanna threat black Americans, tell them like, yo, you don't want to go to war with me. Tell them that they don't want to go to war with you, but don't include all of us Africans. We did not ask you, you know what I'm saying, to speak on our behalf. We did not. Last time I checked. You know what I'm saying? So this chick also called, but actually she made that video in response to the call made by some black Americans to boycott African businesses, right? So she actually called herself for black doctors to refuse black American treatment. Yo, that's crazy, yo. Yo, when I heard that, I was like, yo, she gotta be smoking crack while she's making that video. You know what I'm saying? While she's doing that video. There's no way in hell, no, there's no way on earth, because I don't want to use the term hell, you know what I'm saying? Because I reject hell, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have anything to do with hell. So there's no way on earth that this African woman, you know what I'm saying, has actually said that. You talk, and mind you, she's a nurse herself. She's a nurse herself. You know, so she works in the medical field. So now, black Americans patients have to deal with this type of nonsense, with this type of medical staff, African medical staff, who are gonna look at them like, yo, just another black American piece of ish, you know what I'm saying? And they might actually do some foul stuff to them. You know what I mean? And you out there, you know, talking that nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Everybody seeing your face, everybody, you know what I'm saying, hearing your voice, everybody actually, like, what did you think when you made that video? What did you think? You really thought that, you know, black Americans, you know what I'm saying, we're not going to report you? Now guess what? She lost her damn job. Now ain't that something? She lost her damn job. That's crazy. She really thought that she could, you know what I'm saying? You see the stupidity of people? You out here think it's all sweet, thinking that you can talk reckless the way you want, you know what I'm saying, at home, sitting on your dusty couch. I'm sorry to say that. I don't want to denigrate, you know what I'm saying, my African sister or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but it is what it is though, you know what I'm saying? And you thought that you could get away with it. There are always repercussions, you know what I'm saying, to the words that you put out there, you know what I'm saying? If you come off disrespectful, you're gonna bring a certain type of energy towards you. You know what I mean? And if people feel disrespected, yo, they're gonna react. They're gonna react. They're gonna check you, as they should. You know what I'm saying? So my advice, because I want to keep it short for this first, you know what I'm saying, video, but I'm going to make another video to all the Africans that live in the United States. First of all, y'all don't want to do the work. Y'all don't want to do the research. Y'all don't want to learn about the black American experience, the black American struggle, you know, or the sacrifices that black Americans did. Now, first of all, I want to make things clear. I'm not putting black Americans on a pedestal, nor am I putting black Africans on a pedestal, nor am I trying to denigrate or demonize my black African brothers, or am I trying to demonize black Americans that I also consider as being part of my blood. You know what I'm saying? Now that's me now. Not everybody, you know what I'm saying, feel the same way, but that's me. So I just want to things clear. But those Africans, just like this sister, this sister, need to be checked, because you're not in Africa, you in America. Yet America is a predominantly white country, you know what I'm saying, that is run by white folks. We know that, you know what I'm saying, but black Americans, they have built this country through their sweat, bloods, and tears. And that's a fact. You don't want to acknowledge that? You want to give them their props? Cool, but keep your mouth shut. Why do you have to keep your mouth shut? Did you move to the United States so you can actually denigrate and disrespect black Americans? That was your purpose when you left, you know what I'm saying, the continent? That was your purpose. So what makes you think that you can, you know what I'm saying, you can spread all that kind of disrespectful talk and hateful talk towards black Americans without having to deal with any kind of repercussions or retaliation? I mean, Africans, we are smart. We're the original people. We're supposed to be smart. We're supposed to be, what I'm saying? We're supposed to be wise. You know what I'm saying? Now, I totally understand that there are things that Black Americans people do, you know what I'm saying, that you may not like, that you may not condone, that you may not want to be part of. Like I said, Black Americans are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? They're not evil. They're not, they're not the devil. You know what I'm saying? But they're not perfect. They're not the devil, but you know what I'm saying? They're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Africa, with us Africans or Caribbeans for that matter, or Dominicans or Mexicans. But since we focus about the issue between Black Americans and Africans, especially, right? So we're going to stick to the issue. But I don't understand why you have to open your mouth and criticize Black Americans every chance you have, every opportunity, every chance you have, you want to open your mouth, you know what I'm saying, to speak badly about Black Americans. So everything that Black Americans do in the United States is wrong. Everything that Black Americans do is bad. Yeah, they have a bad image. Yeah, the media is portraying a negative image. And like I said, there's a lot of negative things that is going on in the Black American community. You know what I'm saying? But for us as Africans, knowing that a lot of Black Americans are of African descent, for us to even try to look down on them, you know what I'm saying? Like for no reason, for no apparent reason, you know what I'm saying? We just side with those who oppress them. You know what I mean? And to disrespect Black Americans, to attack Black Americans, to despise them, to hold them with contempt, is not our job. That's the Ku Klux Klan's job. That's white supremacist job. You know what I'm saying? So as Africans, you go to the States, you travel there, you get yourself a good job, you set up your own business and stuff like that, and you keep your mouth shut. Now, if you have things that you don't like about Black Americans, you stick it to yourself. You talk about it, you know what I'm saying, when you're at home with other Africans. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, we all criticize one another, you know what I'm saying, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We keep, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we talk about, oh, I don't like those people from that neighborhood, or because let's be honest, you have even family members that criticize one another, you know what I'm saying? But when we gather for family reunions, you know what I'm saying, we being hypocrites, go, yeah, I can't stand that cousin over there, but you know what I'm saying, that's in my blood, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I gotta deal with them, you know what I'm saying? Because that's family. It's the same thing, you know what I'm saying, with our different groups within the Black world. You know what I'm saying? We know that sometimes we criticize one another, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at those Africans, you know what I'm saying? They really got on my nerves sometimes and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Black Americans, so they always do those kinds of, although them Jamaicans, man, they always like that, you know what I'm saying? But when it's time, you know what I'm saying, to get together, we know we can find a common ground, you know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, we have the same, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us, we share the same roots and background, you know what I'm saying? We know that we can find a common ground, you know what I'm saying? But we're too lazy to do so, you know what I'm saying? So come on, bro. All you African brothers and sisters that go to the States, y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to, you know what I'm saying, focus on what you're supposed to be focused on. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, get your hustle up, get your hustle on. You know what I'm saying? How come you're going to set up, you know, a shop, an hair salon in a Black American community? You know what I'm saying? And you're going to criticize the very Black American customers that makes you be successful. That gave you the money that you need for your business to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Make that make sense. You dig what I'm saying? So nah, bro. I think that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of you Black Africans, y'all need to chill out and check yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all don't, the situation is gonna get worse. Because y'all not in Africa. You're not in Africa. You're in America. You know what I'm saying? Black Americans, they've been Black Americans for centuries now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're at the bottom of the totem pole, but you know what? You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, many of them are successful too. You know what I'm saying? And they have some kind of, they don't have power like that, but they have some kind of power. They have, the history of fighting oppression and injustice. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't side with them, you will feel the heat. You will feel the heat. You know what I'm saying? Inevitably, and that's not wise. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on what you're supposed to get to be focused on. Your money. You know what I'm saying? Taking your children to school. Save so you can actually purchase a beautiful mansion back home. Is that's it. Show some respect. You know what I'm saying? Show some respect. You do what I'm saying? Don't be ungrateful and show some respect. That's all they be asking. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, some black Americans, because that's human, some black Americans have resentment, especially, you know what I'm saying, the males may have, some males, not all males, may have some resentment when they see, you know what I'm saying, other black people, you know what I'm saying, coming from another country, be successful and stuff like that. Some of them, not all. So all you black American brothers, don't come at me for that. You know what I'm saying? Some may have. But it doesn't mean that all of them, you know what I'm saying, despise you or reject you or are willing to attack you, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think it's important for everybody, you know what I'm saying, to calm down and understand that we all family. But as far as black Africans are concerned, yo, just chill out, man. Just get out the way. Just get out the way, you know what I'm saying? Keep yourself calm, respectful, show some love, show some respect, show that you have brotherhood, display brotherhood towards black Americans. You don't have to put on a pedestal. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But you got to show respect, you know what I'm saying? Because, you in America, black Americans, they fought, you know what I'm saying, for every black person, you know what I'm saying, to be able to be free. It's not, and the struggle is not over. The struggle is not over, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I will do part 2 for that video, but let me know what you think in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, black people all over the world, stay focused and get organized, you know what I'm saying? And show respect to one another. That's the only way we can have a better position in the world. You understand what I'm saying? With that being said, peace.